Hello, Michael here. I do web audits to help people make sure they're not getting scammed by SEO agencies or just to provide useful tips of what to implement so you can help rise up the rankings yourself. So here's an example of a web audit that I actually did for someone, but I'm just going to redo it as an example web audit. So this particular person came to me just wanting to see how their SEO was going. They had an SEO agency on the case for years and years and years. They said they trusted them, but yet they were coming to me just for a checkup on this. So they do blinds in Sydney. So without needing to look too much at the website, I'm going to go more into how Google reads the website. So here's a simple audit tool, really easy to understand if you're a beginner. And it has different checkboxes of the areas of importance. So on page and links are the two most important things in my view that move the needle. Yes, it's great to have good usability, that helps with conversion. Yes, performance as well is a factor, so is social. But these are two of the bigger ones. So you can see the on page is, I guess it's a bit like how it's built. It's the signals that tell Google what your website and its individual pages are talking about. So there's certain signals on the page, heading tags, titles, etc., which will help tell Google what your website is about. Once Google knows what it's about, links, good quality, relevant backlinks will power the website up. And then Google goes, okay, it's trusted, it's got authority, they've got friends in high places pointing to them and referring them, and that will help. So in this case, they've done a really good job of the on page, but the ongoing part of their SEO agency should have been building the trust and authority. And we can see here that they haven't been doing that. They haven't even got an H1 heading tag, which is, again, one of the first signals to Google as to what your page is about. So if I were to contact this person and say simply, put in a heading tag for blinds Sydney or Sydney blinds, as they're a blind store, will they get to page 1 of Google from that? No, but they will jump massively because they're so low down that it'll make a big difference. So let's get back to these two elements, the on page and the links. I'm going to go down and show you a section. This is their rankings at the moment. They rank for their brand name, Brevia Blinds, which, of course, you have to rank #1 for your own brand. There's something wrong if you don't. There's no competition. But anything else, I mean, Fly Screen Sydney, position 83. So that's page 8 or 9. Fly Screen Sydney, absolutely nothing that they're ranking for. And the estimated traffic to the website in a month shows it reflects that as well. So this was what I wanted to get to with them, the backlink summary. You can see very weak domain strength and very weak page strength. Again, these are not necessarily Google metrics, but they are a tool that helps us analyze some of the things that are also important for ranking a website. Now, they do have a few backlinks, but what this tells me is that they're very low quality backlinks. They could be from a link farm, and you can see here they're not beneficial at all. And in the rankings and the results, they're nowhere. Fast forward to their competitor, Sydney Blinds and Screens, who are top of Google if you Google blinds Sydney, blinds in Sydney. Let's have a look at theirs. Okay, so their on page is okay. Links, this is a very harsh judge of links. To even move the needle slightly, you really need a lot. But let's go down to the nitty gritty of it. Let's go down to the rankings that these guys are getting, because I've chosen them as a comparison as the top player. Blinds Sydney, position 1. Sydney Blinds and Screen, position 1. Sydney Blinds and Screens, etc., etc. Position 1's a really high ranking website, and it's bringing in a lot of traffic. Okay, a lot of traffic. Now, if we have a look at their links, you can see 5,000 backlinks from 335 different domains. So whoever has been working on this has built up the domain strength. They've built up that strength in the site, and that's why it's ranking #1. And that's what an SEO agency should be doing. They should be getting your results. They should be getting you up the top of Google. And if they're not, as we go back to this other example, it's fairly obvious to see why and where everything's falling down and fix. So that's just an example of a really quick web audit that I would do. I can go into more detail with a lot of these other sections as well for you if I do one for you. I've just started the recording on this again at the end. Sorry, last few seconds. Look, if you do want a genuine, no nonsense advice, happy to provide it. We do this for a lot of businesses, and if their SEO is good and they're ranking well, we can still find a couple of things to help them with and tweak them. But we let them go. There's no way we want to intervene. There's no way we want people firing the good players. And there are some really good players in the game. I've got some good friends doing this. Unfortunately, I'm really against those that are just taking money monthly and have no idea what they're doing. As you can see by that particular blinds company, not ranking anywhere, and he's been paying them month by month by month for years. And that sort of stuff makes my blood boil, because a lot of business owners, they're good at what they do, but they don't understand what's going on the digital marketing side of things. So that's why I'm here to help. I help enough people, every now and then I get a client. So that's basically how it works with full transparency. You don't have to be Einstein to work that out. Obviously, I do enjoy taking on new clients if they're the right fit. So thanks for watching this. If you do want to find out more info, just get in touch below. Thanks.